I'm Justin Drew, and I am a lifeguard supervisor at the Aquatic Center at Victor High School. I personally suffer from anxiety and depression. I've been treated for it for several years now, but before that, it was completely untreated. Beforehand, it was pretty difficult for me, especially when I got to college. I personally have been sober my whole life. I have never drank, done drugs, anything like that. Huge amounts of social anxiety on the weekends when everybody would go out or when I would try it personally to go out. And then it got to a point just before my senior year in college where I was basically just getting up, going to class, doing my work, and going to sleep. I had no motivation to do anything else. I was afraid to do anything else. I was nervous about it. Just, I was in a very deep rut. I wish I had gone to see counseling services earlier about it. I didn't really understand the issue. I thought I was just, different. I thought I was just somebody else. And the day that really put it into perspective is one day I woke up and I felt different than how I always usually did. I went out, did everything, and it was something just seemed off. I couldn't place what it was. And towards the end of the day, I realized, oh, I was in a good mood today. I almost had an anxiety attack because I was in a good mood for once. And that was when I realized maybe I should actually get help, because when that was the weird day and it bothered me that I was feeling good for that day, that's when I knew that maybe it wasn't just how I was, maybe it was something else that was affecting me. And one of my friends finally convinced me to actually see the school counseling services about the issue. And they suggested I go on medication for it. And for me, that was a really scary, concept as someone who has avoided things that I felt would alter my mental state. And I'll never forget what the counselor said to me. She's like, "You said you want to be in control, but you are not in control right now." And that was kind of the moment where I realized, well, maybe I should try it. I was afraid, it would turn me into some kind of a zombie or something, but turns out I was a zombie before that, and I just did not have a full range of emotion. I wasn't able to, deal calmly with social situations and things like that until that point. And since I've gone on medication, my quality of life has improved significantly. Now, when I have one of the more debilitating anxiety attacks come up, or when I'm really down, I realize how rare it is compared to that's how I always used to feel. And it makes it a little bit easier to just get up and bear through it because I know it will pass. I know it has an ending, whereas before it was just that was my existence. That was how I always felt. That's just how I was. I know it's not the solution for everybody. I know a lot of people have, different varying mental issues and different ways of dealing with certain things. But I know for me, it was a big step, and it was a very productive step. My mom just went through a 2-year battle with breast cancer. She made it through it, but the whole time I was taking care of her for it. And I don't think that if I hadn't been, in a more stable mental state, I would have been able to provide for her and keep my own spirits up during that. Speak to campus counseling services, speak to a school counselor, a therapist if it's financially within reach. Talk to somebody that can give you more detailed advice, because it's the hardest step, but it can really get you on a path to getting yourself more in control. Speak to others, speak to friends, speak to people that have knowledge for how to deal with these issues, and know that you are okay, and that things will get better. You just have to get that one little proactive step to get going. You are okay.